There's an ache that you can't ignore, taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind.
But what's going on? Why is nobody cheering for my show? I need to find something, otherwise I'll go bankrupt. I need to think, ladies and gentlemen, look to your right. Maybe this is something I can use. Well, it seems you're cheering for that, so maybe I should think and figure out what I can do to make my boring museum into something more live, something more, I don't know, maybe a circus. How about that? A circus, that sounds amazing. But I need to find more people to build my circus. Ladies and gentlemen, to your right, I'm not sure what I'm seeing, but I think I see some more people. Wow, guess what? I think I found it. I'm going to work indeed with real people. In fact, I'm going to find the biggest freaks and artists on this planet. It is over. No more dull and lifeless paintings like those two behind me. What is that? You know what? I think this is it. This looks good. This is what I'm going to work with. But I need to think. You know what? You saw those artists on the water just coming in. I'm going to try to hire them. In fact, I'm going to write one of my black contracts right now to make sure when they come in, I can hire them on the spot. Ladies and gentlemen, please pay your attention for P.T. Barnum's opening pyramid coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the great circus freak I'm going to hire for my newest show. Ladies and gentlemen, P.T. Barnum's opening pyramid. My dear ladies, consider yourself hired. You are going to perform in the biggest show on this planet. And in fact, ladies, that's just the start, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you rich. All right. Hey, wait, you, good sir. I know you. You're Zac Efron. Philip Carlyle, the greatest playwright in the entire world. Tell me, good sir, do you want to become part of my venture?
Me? Why would I do that? I will be laughing stocks of high society if I get involved with your freaks.
Well, you know what? That might be. But I just saw you playing with these guys, which means you must like it, which means you must enjoy it. Join me in my venture, and you know what? I'm going to give you, let's say 10% of my earnings.
Only 10? What about 20%?
20%? What are you, German? No. 12%, and it's yours.
Okay, that's a deal.
Okay, come over here. I've got here this great contracts I'm going to let you see. Don't worry, don't read them. They're not your death sentence, more or less. You know what? Let's have a beer on it. I know I can't drink. I've tried it with the Americans. I lost. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, while he is trying out here, making the contracts, please get ready. Behold the beauty and the grace on the water to your left. Get ready. What about that, folks? Just as an opening, this is P.T. Barnum's greatest ski show, and we're continuing. We're gonna make sure we see those ladies hit the water.
Common love isn't for us.
14 lovely ladies.
No, don't you agree? Don't you agree?
Hey, Barnum, what are those girls doing on one ski?
P.T. Barnum, mate. P.T. Barnum.
You know, that's really impressive. I'm
I know.
glad 12% is all mine.
Oh, your ego. It's always the same with that high society. Get on the water for a first line.
I'm riding with you. I know you got my back, and you know I got you. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get physical. Lights out, follow the noise. Baby, keep on dancing like you ain't got a choice. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get physical.
Well, folks, want to see some more? I know you do. So I don't know if you saw, but they have this strange round thing around it. In Belgium, we call it hula hoop. In Australia, I have no idea, but they're going to do something beautiful with it. Have a look.
Don't wanna live another life, 'cause this one's pretty nice. Living it up, who needs to go to sleep when I got you next to me? All night, I'm riding with you. I know you got my back, and you know I got you. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get physical. Lights out, follow the noise. Baby, keep on dancing like you ain't got a choice. So come on, come on, come on. Let's get physical. Hold up, just a little time. Come on, hold up. Tell me if you're ready. Come on, baby, keep on dancing. Let's get physical. Hold up, just a little time.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hold up, tell me if you're ready. Come on.
bringing them ashore.
Baby, keep on dancing. Let's get physical. All night, I'll ride with you. I know you got my back.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, only in P.T. Barnum Circus. Allow me to introduce you a final time, the greatest show ski ballet line. Ladies and gentlemen, come alive, come alive. And I'm going to shut up because Jeff Henke told me I'm not allowed to sing. Who are you?
Hi, my name is Anne. Can I ask you a question?
Hi, Anne. My name is Barnum. P.T. Barnum, and I'm the biggest show director in the entire world. And of course you can, but before you do, allow me to ask you a question first. I just saw you shine out there with all these lovely ladies. Was it true? Were they shining? I know they were. But let me ask you, what made you join my magnificent circus?
Well, I heard you were looking for artists and I was without a job. So when you threw money and contracted us, I decided to take the leap.
Well, that is a great idea, and I've got many parts in my show, and you are going to shine in it for sure. But what was it that you wanted to ask me?
Yeah, I heard that are many good barefooters on your team that are strong and powerful. This is it.
Well, I'm not so sure. Well, you know what? Let's have a look from your left.
I think I've seen a few ones that are really strong, but remember, they have to be able to lift that barbell over there.
Okay, sure why you need that, but I guess it has something to do, as always, with some love. I'll remember to talk to the boys, test that barbell, but enough of the boys. I am looking at the boys right now and I'm seeing they want to see something else. No more strong men, they want to see some nice girls. And my next act in my circus is one of my favorites. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for our girls act. And our first girl is going to be a strong one indeed. In fact, our first girl is very special. I know there's a lot of Australians right here that can wrap the women around their finger. Well, not in Belgium. Completely the opposite side. In Belgium, we turn everything around. We make sure that our women can wrap the men around their fingers. Ladies and gentlemen, while we're getting ready, don't look at this old 45, I'm lying, guy that is actually going to present the circus. Ladies and gentlemen, look to your right for my first girl in the girls montage. How about that? Around the boat! Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring her in. It's the lovely Kato, part of my ATB crew. Here she is. One last time, make some noise for my ATB crew. Amazing, and our next girl is coming from your left. Have a look at our flying hostess. It's time for Margot.
Are you ready?
How about that, folks?
It's time for me to take it.
And we're not done yet. Keep your eyes to the right for the lovely Ann Wheeler, who was interested in our
This
boys.
is my game, and you better come to play. Yes, girl, yes. I used to
Here she is with her flag. And keep your eyes back to the right, where we bring in one more time our flies hostess on her trick ski, Margot. And while we had her, allow me to introduce to you my co-host, Mrs. Ann Wheeler.
Hey, Barnum!
What's
Barnum,
up, Carlo? What are you doing?
who is that girl over there? Who is she?
Well, Carlo, we're in the middle of a show. You need to get to your next act. Come on.
No. I want to know everything about her. I want to know if she's a Tim Tam girl or a meat pie girl. I want to know everything.
We're in a show. Shh, go. Jesus, you can't find good stuff anywhere. It is amazing. Oh my God. Now what now? Oh my God. What the hell? What are you doing? Who are you? And why? I have no idea anymore. What is this?
You freaks, you're not welcome in this town.
Go back where you came from!
Get out of my stage, get out. How is this possible? I'm like 1 week in Australia and they're already kicking me out. In the US, no, even worse. Even in Canada, they kept me longer. Anyway, back to our show, ladies and gentlemen. And I think it's time for some elegance. It's time for some coordination. And you know what? I've got this lovely girl, Anne. Please join me. And hopefully, after their act, they can show you what it means, what this act means, and you can explain it. Ladies and gentlemen, how about we prepare ourselves for our next act? Montage number 1, and coming in from your right is our first doubles couple. And gentlemen, ladies, please count.
You know I want you. It's not a secret I try to hide. I know you.
And I hope you're ready for some more.
So don't
Let's
keep
bring
saying
in the next part in the show. Another great doubles couple.
Fate is pulling you miles away, and
Here we go.
reach from me, but you're here in my heart. So who can stop me if I decide that you're my destiny?
And still coming from your left, the third part in this montage, the trio.
Rewrite the stars, say you were made to be mine. Nothing could keep us apart. You'd be the one I was meant to find. It's up
And
to
keep your eyes to the right.
no one can say what we get to be.
And out to the left, and I hope you were counting. You could count to two. How much can you count? This is two. Let's bring in that doubles couple. And in. You're right.
Think it's easy. You think I don't want to run to you, but there are mountains and there are doors that we can't walk through. I know you're wondering why, because we're able to be just you and me within these walls. But when we go outside, you're gonna wake up and see that it was hopeless after all. No one can rewrite stars. How can you say
And again, from your right, people.
everything keeps us apart? And I'm not the one you were meant to find. It's not up to you, it's not up to me. When everyone tells us what we can be, how can we rewrite stars? Say that the world can be ours.
How about that, folks? Elegance, coordination, the whole yards. And I'm going to leave it to you now to introduce our greatest team in P.T. Barnum's Ski Circus.
Now let's bring in our first doubles couple. They gave you an amazing needle. You will see Sven and Jana. Give this power couple your applause. Thank you. And now let's bring in our trios. They gave you their best with a lovely split and roller. Let's show them some love. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, our doubles pickup line. Warren Toast Pickup's amazing!
It's not a secret I tried to
Make some noise for Sime and Anouk, our lovely Margot, and Jare and Zina. Thank you!
How about that, folks? And great job. You've introduced this amazing. And Margot, I am so sorry for you. Yeah, it's always the same. They know this in Australia. Arne comes somewhere and then he leaves you. But you know what? I'm going to make it up to you. How about you one more show, especially for this audience? Well, I guess we can do a little bit of work on that one. Hey, Anne, really great. You know, you
Thanks.
asked me something about the barbell and you wanted to see some strong guys, right?
Yes,
How
that's true.
about I show you one of those? Follow me here, and for our audience, please look to your right for the Daredevils!
entertain and the ones that observe. Well, baby, I'm a put on a show kind of girl.
What a start! Ladies and gentlemen, they're amazing, they're strong, they're absolutely absolutely, and I can say this in Australia, batshit crazy, and they love it. Muwala, what do you think?
Yes,
Was it okay?
it was okay, but I think I need to see more. Do you guys think also we see it in me? Am I see to just see more?
Well, let's bring them back to the ramp, ladies and gentlemen. Just Daredevils, only in P.T. Barnum's Freak Circus. Here they come from your right for the second jump.
Two types of guys out there. Ones that can hang with me and ones that are scared.
Another crazy daredevilish jump! I'm pretty sure you guys enjoyed that.
You know
By
what,
the way,
Anne?
no,
What?
these boys, they look so strong. Yes, I see you knocking.
No, I'm not convinced yet. I don't think they're not good enough for you yet. I want to see them one more time, boys. Go get them! Ladies and gentlemen, look to your right for one final time. Let's make sure we get some noise, good noise, for P.T. Barnum's Daredevils. How about that? Do you want to meet them? Want to meet the Belgium Daredevils? Let's bring those guys in. Here they are. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you the greatest Showski.
Daredevils!
Boys, guys, boys. I'll say boys. This was amazing. I loved every second of it. It was fast. It was strong. It was action like Tom Cruise. But I heard you guys like to live dangerously. Is that correct? Yeah? Okay. How about you guys are up for a little challenge? Great challenge? Okay. If you look over here, I've got this very, and I'm not kidding, very heavy barbell right here. I wonder if any of you can actually lift it. You? Yeah, you look like a strong guy. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. That didn't work out. Chill. Yeah. Oh, he's the big guy. Come on, Arnie. Come on, make some noise. Oh, Arnie, you smell. You want to try? But you're like a little guy. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, he did it. Wow. I'm sorry, boys. You know, you see some cans over there. Maybe you can play later with it, but I'm sorry, it's not going to work out. Carlisle, my man, that was amazing. Give me a high five, man. Give me a high five. Oh,
I know.
you've defeated those two big boys. By the way, you know, I need to confess something. I just didn't do this for fun for the audience to ask you to lift it. I had a good reason. Carlisle, allow me to introduce to you to Ann Wheeler. Ann, please meet Philip Carlisle.
Hello, my name is Carlisle. Philip Carlisle.
Hi, my name is Anne, like he said, but I really have to go. We cannot be seen together.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, to be honest, I don't know what it is. I think this is a very complicated love. At least in Belgium, it would be very, very complicated. But enough of that. Have a look to your right for our next Girls on the Water. It's time for my swivel circus.
Your sky's a shade of gray, like a zombie in a maze. You're asleep inside, but you can't shake awake, 'cause you're just a dead man walking, thinking that's your only option. But you can flick the switch and right
eyes back to the right because we're bringing in some more swivel. Keep your eyes to the left for line number 3.
I see it in your eyes. You believe that light that you need to hide.
And coming again from your left.
See you like a door, but don't you stay that way. We're living in those shadows. You and me, we know how that goes. 'Cause once you see it all, you'll never, never be the same. Little bit of lightning striking, but enough to keep on shining. You can prove there's more to you. You cannot be afraid.
And more. Again from your left. How about that, folks? What about my lovely ladies? Let's bring those in. And here they come. First line of my swivel montage. Only at P.T. Barnum's Freak Circus. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to dance to you the amazing Lisa Lotte, Caro, and Kato. Let's bring in that star swivel lady. Coming ashore, especially for you. The audience loves her, and she loves the audience. It's the amazing Ino. And here they come, last but not least, my final line. Ladies and gentlemen, they're young, they're gifted, they're proud. It's Anouk, Margot, and Kelly. How about that? Both, ladies and gentlemen, and especially actually to the ladies. I know it's time for you again, because with all honesty, I was watching a lot of some of the boys here. I'm looking at you, yeah. And there was a lot of, they kind of needed a napkin when they saw these ladies. So how about we make sure we get some napkins for the ladies now as well, and let's bring in some of my hot artists. How about we bring back those daredevils? Do you want to see those? I know you are. Ladies and gentlemen, coming from your right, here's our first daredevil on his one ski. few more daredevils during our show. So let's pick up our one daredevil over there, and let's continue with the next. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes to the right, where I have a new boat ready with nobody less, and you all know him, than Mr. Shi for his one ski trick. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here it comes.
There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away.
How about one more time we give it a go for P.T. Barnum's Daredevils? They worked very hard for it. They really practiced hard. But you know what? This is Australia. It's too hot out here. It's freezing in Belgium. What do you want? I mean, you should look. No, don't look at my hair. That's terrible right now. Ladies and gentlemen, how about one more time? And please make some noise so he can feel it on the water. So he can make that jump. Here he is, Arno! Ladies and gentlemen, our Daredevils! And in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, while you were watching to my show, obviously as a circus director, I have to work. So, what I did is I found something which is probably even going to entertain you more. I've got in this envelope right here, woo, I've got WhatsApp account, Snapchat, Red Note, TikTok. Wasn't that banned? Oh, I don't know what that is. Ah, maybe just a phone number. That's more like me. And it's a phone number or nobody less than Jenny Lind. So allow me to make a quick call. Hey, hello Jenny. Allow me to introduce you quickly. My name is Barnum and I am the biggest circus director in the entire world.
Hello, Mr. Barnum. I have heard of you. What can I do for you?
Well, Jenny, I'm going to cut to the chase. I am building here an amazing circus, and I heard you are a great singer. So, what I'm going to do is just join my circus. I'm going to make you famous, you know, in the entire Australia. And that is big, I've noticed on the map. And not only in Australia, it's going to be also around the world. You know what, Jenny? We are going to make a fortune.
That sounds great. When do we start?
Well, Jenny, I suggest you start packing because the tour will be starting shortly. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just hired the amazing Jenny Lind. Get ready for my big act around the world with the amazing Jenny Lind. Have a look to your left, but nobody less than the start of my big act. Here we go! Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is an important act. You have to watch very carefully on the water because a lot is going to happen. You just saw magnificent prefab, and my next team is coming in, and it's going to be a double slide, but everything is going to change magically. But here they are, the double slide. How about that? Keep remembering what you see. Keep remembering what you have seen because it's all going to change. And in fact, if you're going to continue to look on your left, especially only for this audience in Australia, I'm bringing you a third part in this amazing act. Please make some noise for my starring conventional slide.
Another round of bullets hits my skin. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let the pain sink in.
went from a prefab to a whole new pyramid. And what are we going to do with this doubles? Well, we're gonna make some changes as well. Here they are. And last but not least, you saw a conventional line. I'm thinking you're gonna see something else. Here they are, conventional to pyramids.
When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a blood, gonna drown a mind. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me, this is me, this is me.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can only see this at PT Barna's Freak Circus. So let's bring in my teams of my major big act around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we were touring in Florida. We have been touring in Muwala. We have been touring around the world. Allow me to introduce to you our prefab team. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, they started out with doubles and we made it into a pyramid with a butterfly. Ladies and gentlemen, the doubles, the pyramid team. Thank you. And how about we bring in that last team? They started off with conventions, and do I need to repeat myself? They built a pyramid. So please make some noise for my conventions, the pyramid team.
Come to play.
Thank you.
I used to hold my freak back.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that, I would want to have one more final time your attention for my big act. In fact, she is one of the best singers in the world. She has been touring with me around the globe and I've been completely impressed. Please keep it silent and afterwards give her the applause she deserves. The amazing Jenny Lind.
All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world. It'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your applause for the amazing Jenny Lind? Whoa, you were, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? Why did she try to kiss me? Oh my God, what are people going to think? Oh no, this is not good. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, from your right, what is that? Why is one of my freaks going so fast on a strict ski? Oh, that is extremely weird. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, from your left, what is going on there? What is going? That looked very much like the protesters from before, and they were carrying torches. This is not good. Oh, and from your left, there's my trick skier again, carrying water and everything. I have absolutely no idea what I need to do with this. Woo! Okay, I need to think. I hear the fire department. I see my trick skier running. I've got these weird guys with torches. And even worse, I had that lady trying to kiss me. What is my wife going to think? And my children? Even worse, what are the judges going to say? We do not want to know that. Now I need to get my trick skier back in so he can explain to me what the hell is going on here. Oh man, I am so worried now. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the amazing Tias! Tias, come Come over here, man. I got a problem. Do you know what's going on? I see all this crazy things. Oh no, my circus is on fire. This can't be happening. Ladies, where are you? I need your help. Thank you, ladies, for saving my circus. Well, not much left of it, but please allow me to introduce you one more time. My ladies, my swivel ladies, hitting the water.
Quietly, agreed politely. I guess that I forgot I had a choice. I let you push me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing, so I fell for everything. You held me down, but I got up.
I don't know how they do it. They just finished the fire, and now they're going to even perform for you. It is crazy.
She got her head in the clouds, and she's not backing down. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger, the fighter, dancing through the fire.
How about this?
I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar. Looks like a girl, but she's a flame.
Keep watching to the water and watch them turn around again. And then they will come in for you to give you another amazing performance. But do me a favor, don't tell them I might not have any money anymore to continue the circus.
Honest of the hottest girls, you held me down, but I got up. Already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear that sound, like thunder gonna shake the ground.
Here they come, my amazing ladies.
I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger.
And while they come ashore, ladies and gentlemen, I am very sorry to tell you, but I'm going to have to leave. With the bad publicity, with that Jenny trying to kiss me, I'm out of money. I'm sorry, girls. I have no more money left. I have to leave. The show is over.
Wait, where are you going, Barnum? Are you giving up? Ladies, I refuse to give up. And I know you aren't planning on giving up either. Hello, the show must go on.
When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me.
Well, all of these lovely ladies and I want to continue our show. And I know our boys want to do the same. Hey, boys, are you with me? Because with or without Barnum, the show must go on. And let's continue to entertain this great audience. Have a look at your left, people, where TS is about to do a flyer special for you. Make some noise for TS.
I drink champagne with kings and queens, the politicians.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at your right. Because our Sky Ski crew is on his way. It's Arne, but he's very tall. But today you can see him. He's invisible. It's a special trick, special for you guys.
Crazy speed of always needing more. But when I stop,
And now, It's gonna take a second, yeah, because Arne is invisible. They can't see when they have to start, so it takes a while. But again, from your right, there will be a back-breaking barefoot tandem line. Let's have a second. But in the meanwhile, I want you to cross your fingers and hold them high. Cross your fingers and hold them high. Yes, there. Hey, people on the right, cross your fingers. Yes, on the left, did I see everyone? Yeah, thank you very much. We're gonna have a look at your right, people, because our back-breaking barefoot on the line is on their way. Make some noise!
Charity! Charity! Charity, wait! Charity, please wait! Where are you going?
I'm leaving you, PT. You are not the man I married. You've changed. All you care about is wealth, power, and prestige.
But Charity, I did it for us. I did it for our family.
You are lying, PT. You did this for yourself, to prove a point, and you enjoyed it. Neither me nor the kids asked for any of this. I'm leaving you, and if you hope to ever see me again, you better learn from your circus freaks. They know what love is, and they know what teamwork is.
Ooh, Barnum is getting a hard time from his wife, but I guess she's right. Even in our circus, we don't see him anymore. No, he only wants the attention and the fame. But we're missing him. The old Barnum, the one with a million dreams, and the one who has brought us together. Barnum, come over here.
Yeah, coming. It hurts.
You
It hurts.
don't have to tell me that love is complicated. But what you and Charity have is something special. You can't let that go. So grab yourself together and be the guy who has had fun in love with.
Well, you know what? Let's do this, and I'm going to fight my endless love.
Speaking of endless, let's show you these endless barefoot circles. On the line, on the line, on the line. Can you count with me? That was number 1. Yes, it was number 1. We're going for number 2. 2. And we're going for a third one. You can say if he's there. A third one! Make some noise! Stand up, please! Make some noise! This is Tias, our endless barefooter!
Charity! Charity, honey, please, please forgive me. I get it now. You have taught me. I will change. You know, I will become that man once more that you want.
PT, you know I can't stay mad at you forever, but you have to promise me that you will go back to being the man you used to be, the man I married, the man with the countless dreams, that wants to put a smile on everyone's face, the man that wants to bring the greatest ski show on the planet, the man that believes in family first.
You know what, Charity? I promise you, I will be that man once again.
Good to see you back, boss, because we're on a roll. And we
Oh, yeah.
want to show our great audience what we can accomplish together. But before we do, let's get some immediate action, because our daredevils are on their way!
I don't wanna chase you down, but I know
Well, and it's good to be back, and it's amazing that I immediately see that the Daredevils are getting an action. Even though I might have a small problem, and I'll explain you a little bit further, but you know, fire, kisses, problem with the wife, you know how it goes, right? I got no more money to pay these guys. But anyway, they're still busy, so let's enjoy their part of the show. The Daredevil!
But you gotta play, 'cause I got what you need, so go.
a big issue, but how about we keep it silent? We let them go and then we end the show and we're good. How about that?
No, there's not a problem at all. While you were out wasting your money on status, he, Carlisle, was back being here the responsible one. And he had been saving his 12% cut. So, with that money, we can continue our show!
All right! Well, that's amazing. Yeah, I find this fantastic, yeah.
Yeah. Are they up for another jump?
I think so.
Yeah?
You want to see one more jump? I know you do.
One
Come
more?
on. Come on. It's early, I know, but make some noise. Here they are, the Daredevils. About that. Oh, I find it so funny that we can continue the show. He's done a great job. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my boy, Carlisle, that's my boy!
Oh boy, there he's coming. And they're gonna cheer for us for sure. Huh.
Finally live a little, finally laugh a little. Just let me give you the freedom to dream and it'll wake you up and cure your aching.
But
take your walls and start them.
for now on, you're giving him 20%.
20%?
And he also liked one beer in the beer tent over there.
Oh, okay.
And I would like some big ring.
That's enough. Ladies and gentlemen, look again to the Daredevils.
So what percentage of the show would I be taking? Fair enough, you want a piece of all the action. I'd give you
There they go!
I wasn't born this morning, 18 would be just fine. Why not just go ahead and ask for nickels on the...
Well, let's bring these guys in, shall we? And while they're picking it up, and you're amazing for making sure you and Carlisle for getting this show track, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? You know what it means? It means we can get one more act in this. In fact, I'm to you all. How about I'll give you 2 acts?
Two
just
more?
because I can. Just because I can. Yeah, it's been a while since I saw my wife performing, so I kind of want to see that again, right? Yeah, it should be good. For sure. All right, it looks the boat is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, here they come with a lot of noise. The Daredevils.
Yeah, here we go for the 100th time. Hand grenade pins in every line. Throw
Ladies and gentlemen, for one final time, the greatest
Daredevils!
All right, and that's amazing. So how about, folks, we start at our ending sequence. You can look now already to the left. I know you like to look to end, but keep your eyes on the left to that beautiful twin that we were allowed to hire from the Team Australia. It's getting ready. You are going to count 16 skiers on that dock. Get ready to be mesmerized. Here they are!
Searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. I'm buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore.
Ladies and gentlemen, I promised my wife something after I've made it up. You know how that goes, right? Some guys need to go flowers, others need some bottle of wines, right, Darian? But in my case, it's something completely different. I just have to promise her a good ride on her ski. So here's my wife coming to you from your right.
Cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flying open. It's a picture in the pulpit and your blood devotion. There's something breaking at the brick of every wall. It's holding on, it's not. So tell me, do you want to go? Where it's coming on colonize. Where the better ways
Make some noise for charity!
taking over you.
How about that, folks? And in the meantime, we're preparing for our ending act. Thank you very much to Ann Wheeler and Carlisle for saving my circus. I'm very proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, get your eyes all to the right. get ready to make some noise. Stand up. Here it is.
Yes.
P.T. Barnum
Stand up,
and the
people!
Experiment! How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, while they're bringing this pyramid back ashore, allow me to thank everybody here in Australia for this amazing organization. Australia, I vow, I take off my hat. You were amazing. I would like to thank obviously the judges who are going to be here in this way too hot for a Belgian weather, spending all their time looking at judging us. I would like to thank all of the other teams, wishing the ones that still has to ski good luck. Gentlemen, ladies, we had a great 1 week. I loved every second of it, working together with you. And obviously, I would like to thank a lot of people who are here, but are also still home in Belgium, who has helped us through these last 2 years. And in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring in our ending pyramid crew. Here they are. Folks, mesdames et messieurs, ladies and gentlemen, we took him off the dock.
Build or 4-hard pyramid.
We sold you that pyramid. We brought it down, brought it back to the beach.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is our honor to present to you the
Belgian Water Ski Show Team 2025. Join us, come on.
This is the greatest show. Impossible comes true. It's taking over you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to say this was Team Belgium. See you tomorrow.